Hey guys, it's TJXC here for you guys another Spiral deck profile and combo tutorial. This is a deck that uses a lot of different engines. So basically it's using the Dark Warrior engine, and that just completely makes this deck way more consistent than I ever thought it would. And so here is the deck profile. So we're gonna start off with 3 Armageddon Knights. This is really good because basically the card that's gonna get your deck going, and this card basically enables so many plays. This card is also basically a 1-card Gumblar for 4 and Sleeper on board. So, and then that combo is gonna be showcased later. So there's that. Next up, you're gonna have 3 Dark Greffers. So Dark Greffer kind of does the same thing where it's like Armageddon Knight. Basically, if you're able to summon it, and if you have a dark in your hand, you're basically it's the same thing as Armageddon Knight. You're able to do the Gumblar and the Sleeper combo. Next up, we're playing 3 Malicious, because Malicious is really good. It's basically a free monster on board all the time, so this guy is super good for that. Next up, we're playing the Phantom Knights engine. So the 3 boots and the 1 cloak. So you need these to enable your play and keep extending. So this guy is really good. You basically get to search a trap. This guy, you can also search a trap, or you can search this guy. So this is really good for that. Next up, you're playing 3 jump forwards. It's always good to have another warrior on board just so that you can go to Isolde. So this is for that. Here's the danger engine. You're playing the 3 Nessie. So 3 Nessie, because Nessie, when it's discarded, you basically get to search for the Jackalopes. And when the Jackalopes get discarded, you get to special the Nessies. So that is the danger engine. You could kind of play around with it. You can put, maybe a Mothman or even Gumblar in here. That might be pretty good. Next up, just the 1-ofs, the 1 Straddles, and the 1 Shadow Mist. So basically, they're just 1-ofs. If you discard this, you get to search for Malicious. If you normal this or special it, you get to search this guy or Malicious. So that's that. So next up, the 1-ofs, Sleeper, Last Resort, Drone, Quick Fix, Master Plan, and Super Agent. So those 6 monsters are the only Spiral cards in your deck. You're going to be actually running through all these too when you're doing your combos. So that's that. And then last but not least, the 1 Ibli, because Ibli is Ibli and it's a free summon. So that's really good. Moving on to your spells. These are all your equips. You're playing Phoenix Blade, Big Red, Living Fossil, Overdone Burial, and DDR. So these guys are really good. The reason why you're playing 5 is just so that if you draw 1 and you still have the 4, you can still resolve your combo. And if anything, if you draw any of these, they're all kind of live. The only card that wouldn't be live would be Big Red, but you can kind of play around with it. So for example, if you have this in your hand and say you drew an Armageddon Knight in your first draw, then you can just summon Armageddon, send the Master Plan to your grave, and just Big Red, summon it back. You can do something like that, so which is not too bad. This is the Field Spell engine. 2 Terraformers to search for the resort. 2 Call by the Graves, because we're playing to go first. This is to ensure that your combo resolves. These are your 1-offs. Your hero lives. 1 for 1. Foolish Burial. Soul Charge. Card Destruction. Monster Reborn. And Rhoda. This is your trap lineup. Only playing 2 Mission Rescues in here. And then this is the Phantom Knights lineup. You're playing 1 Fog Blade and 3 Brigadines. So basically Brigadine, if you draw it, it's a free summon. It's also a warrior. It's really good. If you draw, if you're able to do the combo, and if you want, you can search for a Fog Blade too, so that you can set it and potentially negate one of your opponent's monster cards. So that's also really good. So yep, this is the lineup for the deck. Let's move on to the extra deck. 1 Leviar, because when you make this guy, most likely you're going to be using this guy to bring back Armageddon Knight, and this is just a way to kind of be able to abuse Armageddon Knight's effect. So that is for that. This is your Nightmare engine, the 1 Mermaid, Cerberus, and you're playing 2 Phoenix and 1 Unicorn. So this is the Nightmare package. The 1 of Karibo, just so that you can do that U-Link. These are your Link 2, so 1 Isolde and Helix. Binary Sources. So basically these 3 are your Link 2s, really good. And the Isolde is just, man, I don't know what to say. Isolde is just so crazy. It allows you to do so much. These are your Link 3s. So Trigate Wizard, Summon Sorceress. And these are your Link 4s. So of course, Firewall Dragon, of course, right? And Gumblar Dragon, and the Warsaw Dragon. So this could be anything. The reason why I'm choosing to have Warsaw instead is so that you can potentially OTK if you need to. That is basically it. That is the whole deck. Alright, so starting off the combo. This is the 1-card combo. It revolves around the Armageddon Knight, and basically you only need any 2 monsters in your hand to basically get the U-Link board with the Gumblar your opponent for 4, and also having a sleeper on board. So basically what you want to do is summon the Armageddon Knight here. Actually, it doesn't matter where, but summon the Armageddon Knight. Activate the Armageddon Knight effect to send militias to your grave. You're gonna go ahead and activate the militias, banish yourself. Let's put it there. To summon another militias. This one you have 2 warriors, so you can go ahead and just link these 2 off. For Isolde, there she is. Summoning the Isolde. Affect Isolde on summon. She's gonna get you a material Stratos. And Stratos actually kind of matters here, just because when you do the Gumblar effect the second time, you rip 2 cards off your opponent's hand. This card basically becomes a card that you can just throw to the grave to activate Gumblar's effect. So that's kind of useful. I'm gonna put it sideways here, just so that we know that we can't summon it or use it. Go ahead and activate Isolde's second effect. So sending 4 equipped from your deck to the grave. Send Divine Sword, DDR, Overdone Burial, and Living Fossil to your grave. So these 4 right here. To go ahead and summon out your second Armageddon Knight to this zone there. It's important that you summon it here. Go ahead and activate Armageddon Knight effect. This time we are going to send Cloak to the grave. So from here you can go ahead and activate the Militia's grave, banish yourself. Summon another copy from your deck to the field. You can summon it right there. We want to leave this zone open. And then go ahead and banish the Cloak. Use her effect. Banish, get yourself Silent Boots to your hand. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and link those 2 off for Summon Sorceress. There she is. And activate her effect. Target the Armageddon Knight. Special summoning another warrior from your deck. So you're going to go ahead and special summon your second Boots onto the field. Since you have another Phantom Knights, you can activate Silent Boots from your hand to special summon himself. Special it there. Go ahead and perform a Exceeds play into Levier, the Sea Dragon. From here, you don't want to do anything yet. You want to go ahead and let's see here. Use the Phoenix Blade. So you're gonna banish Isolde and Armageddon Knight. Bring the Phoenix Blade to your hand. It's important that you do that so that Armageddon Knight is banished, because you're gonna bring it out off of Levier. So now since it's banished, activate Levier effect. Detach 1, target the Armageddon Knight special right there. And since Armageddon Knight special summon, you get its effect. So Armageddon will activate. You're going to go ahead and send Master Plan from your deck to the grave. From here, go ahead and perform a link summon. So linking these 2 off into Phoenix, and then go ahead and link these 2 off into Firewall Dragon. From here, before we forget, go ahead and banish the Boots to add yourself a Brigandine from your deck to your hand. So there you go, Brigandine. So now it's important that you activate Firewall's effect to bounce back the Master Plan for your grave to your hand. So we're going to do that effect, bounce back to your hand. And then now we're going to do this. Link off the Phoenix. You're going to go ahead and special summon Mermaid there. And then Mermaid is going to be chain link 1, pitch the Phoenix to the grave, chain link 2 Firewall special. So this way you don't lock yourself out of special summoning off of Ibli. So special summoning the Master Plan there, and then Mermaid will resolve, special link Ibli. And then you also get a draw off of Mermaid. So let's just say we drew 1. Random card. At this point, we can activate Master Plan's effect, grabbing us to rescue. And then, I mean, just look at that now. Look at your hand. You have, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in your hand right now, which is pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna link it to link 2 into Cerberus. And then now you're gonna do your chain links in this way. So chain link 1 Firewall special because you have a leaguer target, like one of those monsters, and then 2 Master Plan. So search. Let's see, get Resort, and let's get Quick Fix. And then Firewall special there. Quick Fix is special summon, get its effect, search. Let's search for a drone. Go ahead and activate the Resort. Activate effective Resort. Now, you don't want to search Sleeper, you want to search for Super Agent. And I'll show why in a bit here. Alright, and let's not forget to give them the Ibli too. So can't forget about that. So basically once this is done, go ahead and just link these 2 off into your Nightmare Unicorn. Activate the Nightmare Unicorn. You're gonna go ahead and just pitch the Rescue the Grave, target the resort because you don't need this anymore. And then it'll be chain 1, 2 firewall special. Firewall will special summon the drone there, and then this will go back to your deck. So at this point, since you have drone, you're going to activate its effect. Look at the top of your opponent's deck, and you're going to stack in on whatever order that you want. So let's just say we stacked a monster on top. It could be like a dead card, like something like Drone Blackbird. You're going to stack that. Now you're going to activate Rescue, Banish, target the Master Plan against Special. And then you're going to activate Master Plan to search for your second copy of Rescue. Alright, so now we can go ahead and link summon for Helix. So link those two off to double Helix. Firewall will trigger. You will special summon one of these. Jump forward, that's fine. Special it there, and then you're gonna activate double helix effect because now you know the top card of your opponent's deck. So you're gonna call the monster, calling it right, and you get a search. So you're gonna search for your sleeper, add it to your hand. So now you have this. At this point, you're gonna go ahead and link for link 3. So link those two off into a link 3 and then link it to target wizard. Since the monster left firewall zone again, you get a special summon it again. So fair, right? So let's see, we're gonna go ahead and just special summon agent there. Special the agent, and then now since we have an agent, let's go ahead and use quick fix's effect to discard this to grave. Special quick fix there. Quick fix will activate again to search. And we will get last resort to our hand. You can search for this too if you want, but we're just gonna get this so that we can have a protect a sleeper later on. Alright, so now we have this. You're gonna go ahead and just link off the quick fix in Spanish into link Creeble there. Now you have the U-link, but now we need to Gumblar them, right? So when you link it to Creeble, Firewall will activate again to special. Let's go ahead and special the forward here. And I just remembered, we forgot to draw off a unicorn. So let's go ahead and draw that now. So let's draw that. Alright, so actually now you wanna link off in this way. So you go ahead and link up the unicorn and the super agent, because you need a super agent to be engraved. Link those two off for Gumblar. And now Gumblar will activate, since you linked right now, to rip 2 cards from your opponent's hand. So let's just rip these 2. Now they're left with 3. And then, oh, actually it'll be chain link 1, 2. So 2 special first. Alright, so yep, chain link 1, 2, firewall to special. So firewall was special. Special the resort there. And then at this point, let's go ahead and link these 2 off, because we want to try to get wizard to be live into a binary sorceress. Let's check our grave. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spiral cards. That's pretty good. So at this point, you can do this. You can banish 3. So banish, let's see, 1, 2, and 3. Banishing these 3. Specialing your sleeper there. And then you're gonna do this. You're gonna link these 2 off into Phoenix. So this way target wizard stays alive and you can have that negate effect. So at this point you want the protection for sleeper again. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click it here, banish the rescue, special the resort, special it there, activate the resort, equip, and you have these cards in your hand. So what you're gonna do now is we can do this again. You're gonna go ahead and set the brigand, and you're gonna go ahead and just pass turn. Your opponent's turn, they draw their 4 cards. So let's draw phase. They're gonna activate the brigandine to special itself, special it there. Gumblar will trigger again, so we're gonna just go ahead and just discard 2 random cards. Discard these 2 from, let's say for example, your opponent discards 2 more cards. So that's 1, 2, and now they're left with 2 cards in hand, Ibli on the field, and they are U-linked, so to speak. So yeah, this is the combo. You have a Dragon Wizard to negate basically anything, a Sleeper to pop anything. So this is pretty much it. If you wanted to, during your end phase, you could use Sleeper to target yourself, pop this, so that when it's their turn, they only have those 2 to work with. But I like to keep the Ibli on the board just so that they can't special summon. So for example, if they have like say a Kaiju or Lava Golem or something crazy, they can't just troop it over your stuff and just Kaiju over it. So I like to do it this way so that they're forced to either have Ibli crash or do something not optimal. And target wizard and sleeper is already more than enough to kill your opponent, and you don't have to worry about your stuff dying because Phoenix is on the board, so you're pretty much Gucci. So yeah, this is the combo. Alright, so for this we're gonna go ahead and just kind of shuffle the deck, make sure it's kind of randomized, and we're just gonna have to kind of play with what we have and see what we can do with the deck. The deck is super consistent, so it should be good. Let's go ahead and draw 5. There we go. See what we have. Not bad, not bad. So let's go ahead and just kind of play this hand and see what we can do. First, let's go ahead and just activate the Hero Lives. Let's go ahead and summon the one and only Spyrals. Wherever you are, buddy. Wherever you are. Here it is. So let's go ahead and just summon it in the middle. That's fine. Activate Spyrals effect. Let's go ahead and get us. Let's go ahead and get us the what you call it? Shadow Mist. So she's getting Shadow Mist to your hand. So I'm gonna put that back there, and we lit because we have all monsters in our hand. We can extend. So why don't we go ahead and just normal the Armageddonite. That's normal over here. Effect. Let's go ahead and send the Malicious to the grave. There's the first copy. And at this point, we can go ahead and just kind of link these off. Do your normal shenanigans. Let's go ahead and bring out the one and only Isolde. Isolde on summon effect will activate. At this point, the only one you don't need is jump forward, so put jump forward in your hand. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of place him over here so that we know we can't use him. Go ahead and activate his Isolde's secondary effect, sending the 4 crypts to your grave. So Divine Sword, Overdone Burial, Living Fossil, and I guess we can send DDR. You can send DDR, or you can also send the Big Red if you wanted to. But we're just gonna go ahead and send a DDR for the grave. If they don't stop you here, you can keep going. If they do stop you, you can still kind of keep going because you have, you know, the Malicious Engrave, Nessie, and these guys, they can extend if you bring them out. So there's that. Let's say that resolves. Let's summon off another Armageddonite. There you are. So let's summon him here. Armageddon will activate. We're gonna go ahead and just throw away the cloak to grave. So from here, let's go ahead and activate the Malicious, banish itself, summoning the second Malicious to the field. Let's summon it here. Yeah, let's summon it there. Yeah, summon it there. So let's go ahead and just kind of shuffle the deck. Put this back. At this point, let's go ahead and link them off for your summon sources. And then summon source effect will target this, special summoning another warrior from your deck. So let's go ahead and just summon Silent Boots there. Since you have Phantom Knights on the board, you go and special Boots. You go ahead and overlay these for Liviar. And let's take a look at the grave real quick. Let's go ahead and activate the Divine Sword, banishing the Armageddon and I guess the Isolde. So let's go ahead and use the Liviar and banish. Target the Armageddonite to special. So I special it there. Armageddonite will activate its effect again. This time you're gonna go ahead and send the Master Plan to the grave because you're gonna want to bring it out in a bit here. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Just kind of link these off for Phoenix, and then let's go ahead and link these two off for your one and only Firewall Dragon. Alright, at this point, let's look at the grave. Let's see, you have a cloak you haven't used and a boots you haven't used yet. So let's go ahead at this time, just use their effect. Cloak will banish itself. You're gonna go ahead and get yourself one of the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigadine from your deck to your hand. The reason why you can add this is because Cloak has an effect where you can banish this card from your grave and add one of the Phantom Knights card from your deck to your hand, except self. So the Phantom Knights. So if you look at this card, it has the Phantom Knights in its card text. So that's why you can add this. You can add this off of the cloak. The only thing that you can't add it is the, where is it? The Fogblade, because Fogblade in its card text, the name, it doesn't say the Phantom Knights, it says Phantom Knights only. So you're grabbing the Brigadine. Let's go ahead and banish one of the Silent Boots, use the effect, and Boots can go ahead and get us Fogblade. So now we have a negate if you want. So go ahead at this point, or you can use this to pitch this to the grave special too. You can do that if you want. Let's go ahead and just link that off. Summon the Nightmare Mermaid. So Mermaid will activate trigger Chainlink 1. Let's go ahead and just throw the Divine Sword back in the grave. Chainlink 2 Firewall is special because you have legal targets right here. So Chainlink 1, 2. 2 you can special summon, sure that's special the quick fix here. And then 1 Mermaid. So where are you, Ibli? Specialing the Ibli there. Also get a draw. So let's go ahead and just kind of shuffle that real quick and see what we get. Okay. And the quick, so now activate, fetching you. You could get Last Resort or Drone or Big Red. Let's just go ahead and get ourselves the Big Red. So let's go ahead and link summon to Cerberus. So once Cerberus is summoned, Firewall can activate its effect because the monster left at the zone that it was pointing at, and you can do Chain Link 1 and Chain Link 2 Ibli. So Ibli will special summon itself to your opponent's side of the field. Special there. And then Firewall will special. You can special summon the Shadow Mist from your hand. Let's go ahead and just summon this guy. I don't know. Let's put him there. Summoning Shadow Mist there. At this point, if you're playing, if you have any quick play spell, change, mass change, or whatever in your deck, you can activate the Shadow Mist to search that and possibly make a Dark Law, or you can just leave him on the field, and then later when you link it off the field, you can activate a secondary effect to add to your hand a hero monster from your deck. So this is where if you haven't used any of your hero monsters like Stratos, or if you're playing Viance, you can add those to your hand. So that's really good, especially there. And then now go ahead and just activate the Big Red because we want to bring out the master plan. So let's go ahead and play Big Red, targeting the master plan from your grave, especially right there. And then go ahead and activate the master plan effect to search your mission rescue. Bring your deck to your hand. That's the first copy. So let's go ahead and just kind of look at the field now. So let's go ahead and just kind of link those guys off for link 2. Let's go ahead and bring out Binary Sorceress. Firewall will activate your special. Master plan will activate your search. So let's look at our deck. Let's go ahead and just search for the resort and the drone from your deck to your hand. So doing that, you're ready. And then Firewall will special. Let's go ahead and special the drone here. Drone activates effect, stacking your opponent's deck. So you can stack whatever you want. I like to usually stack. If they have hand traps, I'll stack a hand trap. So let's say we stack the monster on top. So that is that. And then at this point, to kind of see what you have here, go ahead and just activate the Firewall effect to bounce 3 cards, 1, 2, 3 of your monsters in your grave back to your hand. So let's look here. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of bounce, I don't know, let's bounce the Quick Fix. You can bounce these guys too. Holy crap, man, that's so good. Free searches, man, free searches. And then let's just go ahead and bounce Master Plan again. And honestly don't know. Sure, let's get Stratos. So 3 monsters for free. So look at that, that is our hand. Crazy. And then at this point, let's go ahead and just activate the resort. Get the search off of the resort. Let's go ahead and search for a, let's see here, sure, agent. And we're not playing around hand traps right now. I'm just showing you guys what it can do. So having the agent, go ahead and special the agent. Activate its effect, calling the monster, special summoning it. And then go ahead and just link these 2 off for your Helix. At this point, go ahead and activate Helix, calling the monster. You got it right. So let's look at our not grave, but let's look at our deck. The one we need is, past it. Sleeper. Adding Sleeper to your hand. And at this point, let's go ahead and just link these guys off. So link these guys off into a link 3. Summoning the target wizard there. Firewall will activate again. Let's go ahead and summon the Quick Fix there. Quick Fix will activate, fetching you the last resort from your deck. So now you have your protection card for your Sleeper. That is in your hand. There's like literally no room for me to put my cards here because I have so much in my hand right now. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in your hand. Holy crap. So there's that. Alright, so before we're going to link out the Quick Fix, let's go ahead and just look at our grave real quick. Let's go ahead and activate the drone to banish itself. And let's go ahead and banish the Big Red to add the agent back to your hand, because we're going to kind of need that. So go ahead and now link the Quick Fix into Karibo, the one only Karibo. And then since Quick Fix is linked away and left the zone here, Firewall will now activate to special the agent. And now you have an agent of the field. You can activate Quick Fix effect in grave. So we're gonna activate that. We want to throw this guy into the grave as cause to special the Quick Fix. Special the Quick Fix there. You don't get any more searches because you don't have any more cards to search. So now you have that. You can go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4. You can link into a link 4. So let's go ahead and do that. So linking these guys off. For link 4 into Gumblar. Gumblar is U-linked, so you get to use I believe it's secondary effect. Yep, to discard 2 of your opponent's cards. Yeah, so discard 2 of your opponent's cards. So that's 2 in their hand already. They have 3 left, and so that'd be actually chain link 1, 2 to special. So Firewall will actually special. Let's go ahead and special the master plan here, and then Gumblar will rip 2. We'll resolve in that way. Go ahead and activate the master plan to search. Searching our last rescue from our deck to our hand. And then let's gonna take a quick look at our grave. Let's go ahead and just banish the rescue to target, I don't know, let's just target Shore Helix special. You just need some extra monsters on board so you can do some shenanigans. So at this point you have these 3 left in your extra deck. Let's see what we can do. So doing that, let's go ahead and link these 2 off for a Phoenix. Firewall will now activate again to special summon. Let's go ahead and summon Spyrals again. Again, free searches off of him. Like that would have been like what, 2 or 3 searches already off of him. That's like an additional 2 or 3 cards. That's really good. So bam bam. And then at this point you have the U-Link board, Ibly, and you're pretty much good. So if you wanna use Gumblar's effect again, you have to get rid of one of these monsters over here. So the idea here is you link these guys away if you want. So let's link these guys away for a War Sword, and then now you can bring out Sleeper. So let's look here, banish 1, 2, 3. So banish those 3 Spyrals for a Sleeper. And let's bring these over here. Activate the last resort to equip to it, and then you can, I don't know if you want to use this, but so now you have this. Let's go ahead and just set these cards. So go ahead and set the Brigandine, and go ahead and set the Fog Blade, because now you have some free negates, and you can leave these in your hand actually. And actually, let's look at our grave real quick. So let's go ahead and activate the Phoenix Blade. So let's banish sure, Armageddon Knight and Stratos. I don't think we need Stratos anymore. You come that to your hand. You know what I realized? Malicious. 2. Wow, so there's 1 malicious that's banished. There's only 1 of them in here. I didn't even use the 3rd one yet. So wow, that's crazy. So now you have this. You can basically just pass turn. These are in your hand. That over here. That's in your hand. When it's their draw phase, they draw their 4th card. Go ahead and activate the Brigandine to special. Special there. Gumblar will trigger. So you discard 2 random cards in your hand. So I don't know, these 2. And holy cow, pretty good. So they rip 2, and if you discard say Nessie or something, you get Nessie's effect to search. Again, that's really good. So this is your final board. You have the Tri-Gate Wizard to negate. You have Resort protecting these, and the Resort would have shuffled one of your monsters from your grave to your deck. So if we would have done that, we would have shuffled the Armageddon Knight, I suppose. So shuffling that back to your deck is maintenance cost. And then if you're smart, you would have activated Sleeper during your end phase to pop the Ibly, because you don't want that over there. You do that. And then yeah, so now it'll be their turn. And they have 2 cards in their hands. You have a Tri-Gate Wizard for negate, Phoenix to protect your Link monsters from battle. You have a Borisol Dragon to, I guess, make your opponent monster to go defense. And it's, you know, it's Borisol. It's a lot of pressure on board. And you also have a Sleeper that can pop 2 cards. And you also have the Fog Blade for, you know, 1 free negate, negating your opponent's monster too. So basically, yeah, this is like what you can do, and it's pretty lit. And there's just so many ways that you could do the combo, or you're just plussing so hard off of this deck. So yeah, if you guys like it, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, give me a thumbs down. If you guys think that there's any better ways to perform the combo, or any other cards I should add into the deck, let me know. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again soon, showcase some more stuff for you guys. And yeah, peace.